Hi there. I have been geeking out over Newsela for the past couple weeks, and I am Kimberly Hawes, so I'm going to lead you through a tutorial on my plan to use Newsela next year and what this site looks like and what it has to offer for students and educators. So first things first, if you look at the right, this is an image of what the Newsela site looks like when you've logged in. It takes current articles or news stories that are broken up into different sections and portrays it right there at the beginning. So Newsela is an online and mobile application that gives students and educators access to current events. The application has been developed to be used within the classroom where educators and students can keep track of their reading levels and comprehension. There are broad themes, as I have already mentioned, which current events and news stories are organized accordingly. These themes include, just to list a few, war and peace, arts, science, health, law, and money. The current event stories can be adjusted and differentiated by students' reading level. Students can also build their reading levels and skills of analysis as they examine nonfiction texts through this site. In my opinion, there are a lot of benefits to using Newsela, so much so that I hope to get access to the Pro version to be able to use this next year, although you can still utilize many benefits of Newsela without getting the Pro version. So a couple of the benefits, this online site links to Google Classroom. I said there is a mobile app as well, so you can link the mobile app to the Google Classroom app that you might have on your phone as well, so you can use it linked on a mobile device and linked on a desktop version. On the site, there are already prepared quizzes and activities per each article, but also educators can create their own quizzes or activities for a reading as well. There are different reading levels from kindergarten to 12th grade for majority of the articles, not for every articles, but majority of them can be simplified to, the first grade reading level all the way to the 12th grade reading level. Student tracking, so students can keep track of their progress, and then the educator also has access to the student progress. If it's a quiz they've taken on a particular reading, vocab, annotations, both sides that are using the site have access to that. I've already mentioned that there's a desktop and mobile app, and then the site offers current events and nonfiction texts, and also primary sources. So here's just a clip of primary sources that are offered on the site. If you look over here, you can see the suggested levels, but the levels of reading, and then standards or reading skills that are also that you can click, and then it will pool those articles or sources that relate. So here are, again, some of the topics that you can click on. So maybe for global studies, I would do world history, and then also some more specific primary sources that you can choose. So while I am right here, I will take us to logging in. This is what Newsela looks like when you go to sign in. So I have a Google account, so I will be using Google to sign in, and that's what I would recommend, as it's easy to link everything to. Well, all right. Now that we have gotten into the site, I will show you some of these features. So you saw this screenshot on the benefits slide, but these are just some additional features that you would get with the Pro subscription. But as you scroll through, you can see all these various articles that are broken up by categories, and a lot of them are relevant. So I know the Lion King trailer was released, I think, last week or the week before, and so this is on here. And then as we approach the holiday season, you see a lot of articles related to that. So if we are not discussing current trending news right now in our classes, then you can go to these specific topics. Now, I specifically want to use Newsela within my class to have students examine current news articles, so they'd be able to choose that of their choice and which type of article they want to look at. So here's a bunch of articles that are going to show up related to geography. These are ninth graders, so then I can click ninth grade, and maybe I want them to examine central ideas. And so they would see the articles that relate to geography of central ideas and that are at the ninth grade level. So if I go to my specific features, you can see that there's profile, account, the specific classes, which I've linked all of my global studies classes to, the students that are also linked, and then I can invite others, and then all of the information that I've saved. So say that I thought this article looked pretty interesting about migration, I could click this right here, and it would save to just my saved text collection. So if I go up here, this is where I have specific text sets, which I am going to show you what I have featured there. And then also here are some more of those topics related to current news. I'll click on one and see what comes up. Bailey. So if I would like to access this article, I can show you features on what you can create or utilize this article for students. Once I've clicked on this article, you can see again the date, who wrote it, what source, the text level, and then the word count. Up here, then I could see I could lower the level or I can increase it. It says that 6th grade level is the max, so I wouldn't use this for my 9th grade students. If you click here, you can hit save, and then here I could share it. So say I wanted to share it onto Google Classroom and just have my students, peruse the article or use it for an in-class. I could absolutely do that. Here I can click on activities, and so they have power words, write, and quiz. On the PowerPoint, I'll show you a little bit more about these, but that's an amazing resource. And then you could also create your own assignment. So once you have access to what you want, you can create your assignments, and then this is a little snapshot of how these assignments are, what they look like once you've created them. You can see over here that these are all the classes I have, so I could create an assignment for all the classes or just a specific class, focusing and breaking up those skills as well. Another feature that I will go back to the site and show you is text sets. This is a really cool feature. If I want to organize information per our units, I can go through ahead of time and have those all created, and then also as I'm using these, I can add to them as the unit is developing. A constraint that I will admit is the need to pay for the pro version. So obviously the site is very beneficial, so it makes sense that there's a pro version, and this is something that I will be looking into. Reason that I've chosen Newsela is students have the ability to track and embark on a learning journey where they are developing reading and comprehension skills, and also gathering information about current events, primary sources, and nonfiction text. Students have the ability to construct their knowledge through inquiry as they become more aware about current events and news stories from around the world. So I think current events are an important part of our history, and I think it's important for students to know what's going on in the world around them, as I know a lot of them use social media as the main source to gather news and information from. So I think utilizing a prestigious site like Newsela would refocus students in on understanding what's going on around the world. Bloom's taxonomy can be used as a guide and assist in planning lessons that involve scaffolding students' reading and measuring their comprehension. Feedback for students on Newsela is immediate as they complete various formative checkpoints provided by the site or created by the teacher. This feedback is a little bit more formal than the feedback I might be able to give students while walking around and monitoring their progress while we're reading in class. So that is a benefit and why I would like to utilize Newsela. Also, I can track students' development and their comprehension in more of a quantitative manner than I would maybe lack if I were to do check, or what I do now when I'm, focusing on checking for students' reading comprehension. So besides just those analysis questions and students' conversations, they can show a scaffolded understanding of reading comprehension. And so Newsela makes it possible for educators and students to give and receive immediate feedback and understanding and comprehension of reading nonfiction text, current events, and analyzing primary sources. Also, Newsela gives students the ability and choice of what they want to read. So focus on their interests. If we're focusing on a specific reading skill, then they could choose from those articles that relate to that specific reading skill. So again, a very much more specific in regards to standards and comprehension and tracking of data and understanding. So here I will show you the various activities. So this would be a writing assignment. These activities actually come with the article. So the writing prompt would be there, and then students would be prompted to complete this writing assignment after they completed this reading assignment. There are also quizzes, so students then, after they're done writing a quick response, they could go and complete these questions that just recognize their comprehension of the article. So what do I plan to specifically do? I would like to implement this next year, using Newsela to build students' reading comprehension skills, gathering and interpreting information from various sources. Students will be reading and analyzing current events through various topics and stories provided by Newsela. We will use Newsela within developed units and materials offered by Newsela, which are the readings, the quizzes, power words, and activities. There will be a link. I will link students' accounts from Google Classroom to Newsela for easy access and transferring of information and feedback and data. Assign various readings as it is necessary for specific units of study. For instance, a unit that we'll be focusing on is World Hunger, so we would have a text set for World Hunger. And then also I want to do Newsela every other Friday. So I want to just go through how I would set up the World Hunger unit and text set using Newsela. So World Hunger unit, the big idea is how can we end world hunger? So what are sustainable solutions that students will come up with? There's a list of essential questions which guide the activities and lessons that we develop for the World Hunger unit. And then here is the problem statement that students are presented with, and then this would be where they create their project, focusing that project-based learning model. So here is an example of my developed hunger text set. And as I stated, I can add more articles as more are filtered through and posted to the Newsela site. But these articles, either we would address all of them throughout the unit, or students will get to choose various food articles within our hunger unit. But for instance, the Irish potato famine, this is an introductory article that I would give students to discuss past famines and issues with hunger, and then so they can compare and contrast past events of hunger with what is sustainability in present day. Speaking of the sustainability article, I have this set to the text level of 9th grade. This is what a prompt would look like in regards to talking about sustainability. This is what a quiz would look like. So I would give students this reading, and then they would have to complete the writing prompt. They would then have to take the quiz, and if the student does not do well on the quiz, then they have the opportunity to take the quiz again. And what's nice is Newsela keeps track of the time, every time the student has taken a quiz or retaken a quiz. So beyond just utilizing this for my units, I would also like to have Newsela Friday. And what this would do, depending on curriculum development and how much time we have, or what, time being a factor, I have this ideally set up for an every other Friday. So students would come in on a Friday, they would find an article by either using their phone or their netbook. They would then complete the annotation, a practice worksheet, and a quiz on their chosen article. Some of the readings do have power words, which is just a vocabulary section, but not all of them do. I know that all the articles do have practice worksheet and a quiz and annotation, so that's what I'm requiring students to do. But if they were to not do well in the quiz, I would suggest if there are power words that they would go through and complete the power word activity. What I like about this activity is that students have freedom of choice to choose whatever article they want. It would just have to be at the ninth grade level, unless there's